It's the most wonderful time of the year. That's the whole lie.
Put our flight attendants, prepare for arrival.
Yes, it is snowing. There are lights everywhere. There's fat, jolly white men with beards and a red vest running around, and everybody's supposed to be happy. Wrong. That statement is the most wonderful time of the year is a whole lie. The reality of it is this is not the case for everyone. And for those people who are not experiencing the same joy as you may be experiencing, or they're just more aware of the post-stressors that follow these holidays, are kind of pushed away to the side, which contributes to them feeling worse. So I'll be doing this series where I'll be giving practical steps and applications for you to start applying today to help make the holidays better for someone else, or to not make it so dreadful for you as an individual. So the first thing we want to do is recognize. The reason why it's important to recognize first is because before you can make any type of change towards any type of behavior, you have to be able to reflect enough and have enough self-awareness to go ahead and make that change. So the reality is that there are various stressors centered around this time, which makes this time of the year not so wonderful. And I would say that the main stressor is finances. There's like a lot of decor happening and lights and trying to fit the mold of what is expected of you during this time. There is an expectation that you decorate your house. If you don't decorate it on the outside, you at least get a Christmas tree, so you have these lights plugged up all day long, or you have it plugged up while you're sleeping, so your bills is going up. Another way that finance is a stressor is that it is expected of you to give gifts to the ones that you love. And I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like if you love somebody, that is something that is shown and demonstrated throughout the entire year, all 365 days, or 66 if it's a leap year, not necessarily on two major days, which is the holidays and your birthday, if you celebrate that. Because truth be told, at the end of your life, when you're old and gray, you're not gonna be remembering who got you some red bottoms when you were in your 20s, but you're more likely going to remember that I had this great laugh with said person to the point that I snorted milk out of my nose on like May 7th or something like that. And not only is there the gift to the loved ones, but there's also within the workplace, there's Secret Santa happening, and you don't want to be excluded, so you participate, but you also know that you ain't got it like that, and it's just like more stress. Another way that finances is a stressor is that a lot of people don't live where their loved ones live. They might be in another state for school, or another country for school, studying abroad, or they might be really doing this adulting thing and they relocated to a whole nother city to get their life started, for better opportunities for work or whatever, for housing, whatever the case may be, and they're not in a financial situation to purchase a flight to go be with their loved ones. Not only are they expected to go be with their loved ones and buy the flight to do so, but then it's like, I also have to bring a gift for little Jimmy and Tommy and Taekwon and all the kids. Now your bills from your house decor, gifts for work, gifts for loved ones, and your flight. So then you're making all these expenses, then you get that credit card bill in the mail, and then you're like, all from the social pressures of having to do these things. Another stressor outside of finances is really like time. So some people who are aware and they just really ain't got it, they can't even try to fake it, are forced to spend the holidays alone because they cannot purchase flights to go be with their loved ones. So then they're spending the holidays alone, which can make things difficult, you know? Outside of that, it might also be the fact that they possibly lost a loved one who was really big for the holidays, and having to spend it without that person just makes it that much difficult, or they're not able to enjoy it as much as they would. So they're kind of really mourning more so than rejoicing. That's real. So yeah, I know this is not cheerful and wonderful, but this is the reality. But don't worry, we're not gonna stay here. It definitely gets better. Like I said, before you can change or grow, you need to first recognize through self-reflection and awareness so that you can take the necessary steps to change. Not short term, but long term. So make sure you stay tuned for day 2 to find out what we do after we recognize.